Hey everybody, welcome to day number 13 of the AI Agent Challenge. My name is Dylan. I help entrepreneurs win the game of business by upgrading their systems with AI agents and automated workflows. Today we're going to be working with one of the most magical tools that are currently out there. These AI agents that call people. And what we're going to be building out here is a real estate assistant where somebody fills out interest in a property on a website, and then we can automatically call them with AI and then send them a calendar booking link. So if that sounds interesting and you want to step through it, let's get into it, shall we? Okay, we are here in make.com, and this is where we're going to be doing all of the magic. And these are all of the scenarios that we have already created for the 30-day challenge for the AI agents. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to create a new module here for day number 13. So we're going to click create new scenario. We're going to click here and type in day 13, and I'm going to put a little A by that one. And we're going to call this Typeform to Bland AI Caller. Okay, so we have the form here. And what we're going to do is we're going to hit save right now for this scenario, and then we're going to go over the type form, and we're going to make a type form for us for a real estate listing. Now if I go here and I hit create new form, I'm going to open this up, start from scratch, and we already have our main one right inside of here. We're going to add content. We want to add in contact info. Move that down, delete that. We don't need this ending screen. And first name, last name, phone number, email, company. So we're going to go ahead here and get rid of the company. We don't need that. And where this is going to be going into is going to be going into a spreadsheet later on where we have name, email, phone number, property, some of this other information that we want to have in place to make this work. So with that, what we're going to do here, when we pop over to the type form, we're going to open this up. We're going to have the name, first name, last name, phone number, email, and then we're going to add another piece of content here, which is going to be a multiple choice. And this is, which property listing are you interested in? And what I did is I went over to ChatGPT here, and I asked ChatGPT, I said, hey, ChatGPT, give me some fake listings here for our property. So we have a Ocean View luxury one that we're going to pipe in right here. And then we're going to add a choice. We're going to go in here. We're going to have this be a charming craftsman bungalow. Pop that in as choice 2. Choice 3 here is a modern family home in Bixby Knoll. I think that is everything. Okay. All right, so those are the listings. We're going to want to rename this one ideally to real estate form leads. Sometimes Typeform doesn't always save these, and you have to hit refresh a couple different times, but we're going to give that a shot. So we'll go here, first name, last name, phone number, email, great. And then we're going to go back here to these things, see if it's actually saved as the thing. There's real estate form listings. That looks good. Click back inside of here. All right, we're going to hit publish. Copy link. And we don't need ChatGPT anymore, so we're going to populate that in. And so now that we have our form created, we're going to go into Make, and we're going to go into Typeform. Click the Typeform module, and we're going to go to Watch Responses Instant. We're going to add a new hook. We'll call this Real Estate Lead Listings, and we are going to hit refresh. Let's see if that populates. See, this comes in as a new form, right? This. So we're just going to go ahead and click new form, which is actually this over here, because for some reason it says new form over here at the top. It might just take time for that to populate across. So now that we have that form created here, what we can do here is we can go ahead and create a sleep function, which will wait 2 seconds. And then we're going to create a watcher or a type form that is going to get the responses, form ID, the new form we just created. And we're going to click OK. Great. And so now we're going to hit value must not be empty. What do we got going on here? I don't think I saved that. So open that back up. Call this real estate listings. Form ID, my new form. Hit save. Click OK. We can hit run. And now that this is running, I'm going to go back to the new form over here, and I'm going to type in Dylan Watkins, and then we'll put the form in here, phone number. All right. And we'll put in my email, dylan@dylanjwatkins.com. Okay, I'm interested in the, let's say, luxury condo here. Click submit. Now that we hit submit, we go back here. We see we've gotten the data across, and there is the data inside of here. Great. So this is the response that we just used right here. So now we have that. The next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to connect this up to our Google Sheet that we've created so that we can dump in all that data. So go to Google Sheets. I'm going to add a row into Google Sheets here. And now we're going to want to connect that Google Sheet. Challenge. Scroll down to this Land AI Real Estate Caller and Real Estate Prospects. Select the first sheet. And this is populated. All of these are populated. These headers here are populated with the headers we have across your name, email, phone number. We're going to have this be demo inside of here. So now we have this all populated correctly with all the right information. We can hit refresh. Once this opens up, we can start populating in the names across the board. So if we go across, this is my name field. You can see there's the little information on the side here. We have the email. We'll put the email in. Phone number, go down to phone number, and then we have the property. We have listing 1, which is the property. We're going to leave that blank, and that should be good. All right, we have all of that. All of that should come across nicely. So if we were to, we don't need to actually use this form anymore coming in, so we can just list the responses. So if I just go ahead and break this, we can move this over to here. And so now we're just working with the data that we currently have inside of here. So I go inside of here, I can click this response, click OK. And now if I hit run anyways, oops. The modules do not exist. Let's see here. What do we got going on? Oh, yes. So what happened was I was grabbing some of the data from the actual watching from this one right here, watching responses versus list responses. So you got to be wary of that. So go here, scroll down, and you can see that these are the list responses versus the watching responses. If I go into here, we're looking at the phone number. There's the phone number. Click OK. And we're going to run that again. Great. So then when we open up the real estate ghetto CRM we have here, we have all of this data coming in, and we can see that there's me interested in the luxury condo. Wonderful. We'll just go ahead and delete that row. All right. So the next piece here is we're going to want to hook up an HTTP request, which is the way that we're going to be able to plug in to Bland AI, which is like one of the latest, greatest tools that are out there right now for being able to make these calls. So we're going to go down here. We can click on make a request. And this is where we're going to need the right information to make a request. And so I'm going to show you the information that we're going to be populating in here, but I'm also going to be showing you this website here, because Bland right here is the website that we're going to be using, the service that we're going to be using to really have the agent be able to call you. This is an AI calling service, which is really phenomenal. There's a lot of great data in here, and you could just spend time just like looking at the documents. But once you sign in, you can log into the system in here. And has information like call logs and send calls and conversational pathways. And so you can really go very deep in this whole thing. They even have different types of voices that you want to have. I think we're going to use Alexa for this one. There's an irony in that. Like it might seem like Amazon's like, hey, Alexa's our AI, right? So, and then there's all the documentation inside of here that can show you how to send these calls and these requests and what is everything that we're going to be working with. And we're going to be actually using this right here because you can see in terms of making a call, this right here is the URL that we're going to be using for HTTP requests. And if we go inside of here and we click URL, we can put that in just like that. So now we have that in, but we're going to need to add in more information. There are other things that are important about this is in order to access this, you're also going to need to be able to put in your authorization token. And that's going to be down here where we're going to want to add a header inside of here. We're going to call it authorization, just like that. And this is where you're going to put in your API key inside of here. If you go over to here and you want to get your API key, you go here, you click on API keys, and inside of here is where you're going to grab the API key. So I'm going to copy my API key right here. I'm going to go back into the make module. And we're going to want to use, based on the documentation, we're going to want to use a post request. These are just different methods for being able to call. And I'm going to switch this over to the side here so you can see this easier. Now, additional data that we're going to want to put inside of here. And so right here is where you're going to put in your API key. So I'm going to paste my API key in, but I'm also going to block this out in the video so you can't see that and, throttle my bill. We're going to make a second item here, and we're going to call this content type, and it's going to be application JSON. Content type, go down here, application JSON. And that lets the API know what we're going to be doing. Body type is raw. All right, and we're going to select JSON. Almost always, this is the pattern that we're going to be using with make, is a combination of this raw with JSON. And this is where we're going to put in the information we're going to want to use. The way that we're going to do that is I have a bit of a template here that we can use. You can see this right here. I'm going to hit Format Beautify. And these are all of the elements that we're going to need to populate inwards, from phone number, task, voice, first sentence, interruption threshold, like how aggressive are they at cutting you off, and then other variables that we want to have in here. We can pick the voice and all of that jazz. So we're going to go back inside of here, going to hit request content, and we're going to hit paste right inside of there. So now that we have all these elements inside of here, the next step is we're going to want to populate this with the data that we have coming in through the Typeform and through the Google Sheet. So for the phone number, we're going to go here, and we want to scroll down, and we want to find the list responses, and we're going to go down to phone number, which is right here, and the task. This is just like prompting with ChatGPT or anything else, but we're going to type this in. I'm going to call her Alexa. You are Alexa, an AI real estate assistant. Start the call by greeting the prospect and introducing yourself. You're following up on the information they submitted within our real estate property on the website, especially regarding the real estate property they are seeking. Great. And what we can do right here is we can populate also the actual property that they're interested in. So we have some context around this. And so we'll populate that. This listing property, let me say, begin by asking what made them interested in the property. And we can list that property again here to reinforce it. So we're going to put that property listing in again. After the prospect has finished answering, summarize your understanding of why they are interested in that property to ensure clarity. Next, you will ask if they would be interested in taking a tour of the property with one of our agents. Let them know you will send a calendar link to schedule a demo of the property with Sally Smith, the real estate agent for that property. The calendar link will show her availability, and they just need to select a time that works best for them. Throughout the conversation, maintain a warm and professional tone to ensure clear communication. Cool. All right, so that's a pretty good prompt. The voice, we're going to use Alexa from earlier, so we're going to put Alexa in here. And this is the first sentence. This is what you want the AI to say. So we're going to say, hello, Moshi Moshi. This is Alexa from Estates Long Beach Properties. Real Estate Long Beach Properties. There we go. Not very creative, but maybe we'll have AI do the creativeness. And so then we'll go, am I speaking with? And then you're going to want to use their first name. So we're going to go down here and we're going to insert the first name. Now you have their first name. And then next up, we have some of these variables. These are just thresholds, like how much you're going to interrupt them and stability. We don't really need to adjust any of these inside of here. We will need to put in our webhook from the other variable because we're going to send this over to another scenario. But we're going to put that in just a moment. Put webhook here. We'll come back to that. And then the other information that we have in here, we want to have the email. So we're going to add in the email right here. Row number, we just want to know like what row this is on. So we're going to go here, row number 2. So we can maintain that same row. And then the name, again, we're going to go back to the name, which will be the first name. We could bundle it together, but just for simplicity's sake, we'll just put my first name inside of here. And that should be everything right inside of here. I'm going to hit save. And now that we've got that saved, we're going to pop over to a second scenario. But just to make it easy, I'm going to open up 2 modules at the same time so that we can bounce back and forth between the 2. So we're going to go to make, log in, and create new scenario. Create new scenario. Let's say day 13B. All right, that's how I have it over here, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, A. Cool. And we're going to call this lead module. We're going to call this email with calendar link for property. Hit save here. There we go. And the first thing we're going to make here is a webhook. And so I'm going to go here. We're going to create a custom webhook here. And we're going to add this new one. And we're going to call this real estate prospect. All right, click OK. We're going to click OK again. That's good. And what we're going to do here is we're going to run this like this. And then we're going to run this. Oh, actually, pause for a second. We're going to go here. We're going to copy this address for our scenario. This is the address right here for make. And this is the webhook. So in order to access this webhook and send data in, we're going to need to have access to this right here. And in the structured data section here, copy this. Right, and then we're going to go over to this side. We're going to scroll down to here, and we are going to put the webhook in just like this. Enter. So that is the webhook inside of there. We'll hit OK. Now, when we run this, we'll get a little real-time demo here, and we can see just a bit of this thing working. So I'm going to hit run. That's sending the data through. That's now hitting the Bland AI API. And with that, that's going to now give the ability to be able to make a phone call and reach out to me.
You submitted about listing 1, Ocean View Luxury Condo. What made you interested in that property?
Yes, I just got a new job in the area, and I'm looking to have a nice, safe place to stay.
Okay, that's great to hear. The Ocean View Luxury Condo would be a perfect fit then. It's located in a very safe and desirable neighborhood with amazing ocean views. Would you be interested in taking a tour of the property with our agent, Sally Smith? I can send you a calendar link to schedule a time that works best for you.
Yes, I would.
Great, let me get that calendar link for you. I'll send over a link to schedule a tour with Sally Smith, our agent for the Ocean View Luxury Condo. Just select a time that works best for you and she'll be in touch to confirm. I'm happy to answer any other questions you may have in the meantime. Please let me know if there's anything else I can assist with.
Great. Thank you so much.
Great. I'm so glad I could help. I look forward to your tour with Sally. Have a wonderful rest of your day, Dylan. Goodbye.
Goodbye. All right, now that ended there, we'll hit OK, and we'll see if we can capture that coming through. So we can see that just got captured. When I ended that call, this is the data that we now have coming through. We have the Alexa from Real Estate Agents. We have the summary here. We have all this really useful data that we have. We have the concatenated script, so you can see the actual script right here, the transcript, all this wonderful stuff that we can now utilize a part of the whole flow. So the next thing is we're going to run it through a couple of open API or OpenAI modules here. So we're going to make one right now. Click on ChatGPT, create a completion. Go down here, select the model, use this most modern one, and we'll put in a system role. You are a helpful phone transcript agent. Great. Add the message, role, user, and then we're going to go down here and we're going to add in some message context. Your task is to organize a prior conversation transcript between a prospect and an assistant. The transcript will serve as a reference for a real estate agent to effectively demo the real estate property and will be entered into a prospect tracking system. Here is the transcript. Great, and we'll go ahead and pipe this in. We're gonna go down here, we're gonna find that concatenated transcript. There it is. Hit enter, down to, we want this to organize the information and pull out the clear back and forth. So organize the conversation into bullet points, ensuring a clear back and forth flow between the prospect and the assistant. Capture all details mentioned in the call is critical to demo the property. Okay, cool. So we've got all that good stuff. And so now this is kind of summarized in bullet points back and forth. And we're going to hit save right here. And we're going to add tokens. We'll give that 2,000 is probably more than enough. Hit save. We're going to rename this right now as summary call bullet points. Great. Hit enter. There we go. And the next one here is we're going to add in here. And by the way, we can see that this information is being populated right inside of here. See, the listing came through. I just got the phone call, and we can see that right here we have all of the information that just populated right in. I'm going to go ahead and delete that again. Delete that row. And now when we go back to the summary bullet points, now we're going to create another module that's going to basically determine if, by reviewing the transcript, did they want to do a demo, yes or no, so that we can be able to tell the make modules to be able to send that email. So we're going to go here, create a completion, go here, select the model, role, system. You are a helpful real estate transcript. Here's a transcript from a recent phone call obtained from Bland AI. And then we're going to populate this data in with the transcript, the data from it. And so we're going to go here, summary bullet points. Oops, that was a little too soon. Messages here and content. So now we're getting the content from that. Given a phone call transcript obtained from Bland, extract the following information. Determine if they were interested in viewing the property with one of our real estate agents. Your response should either be yes or no. Do not use any other words to answer, to respond with. No advice, no comments, only put one of two words. Yes or no. All right, we'll try that out. If we need to do some few shot prompting, we can. But sometimes ChatGPT likes to put a little like spin on it, but we'll put that in there. 2000. Sure. Go across there. All that should be good. We'll hit save for that, and we'll be good for that. Great. The other one we can put inside of here as well is we also want to know what's the reason. Why are they interested in the property? Because we asked them, we want to find out what's the reason behind that so that the agent has some reason to go into that. So we're gonna make that prompt, but first we're gonna call this demo property. Save that. And we're gonna make another prompt right here, and we're gonna call this one more ChatGPT completion to go inside of here, and this will be the last one that we're doing for here. We're gonna go here to systems, add message, and we can go in here and say role system. You are a helpful real estate assistant reviewing the transcript of a recent call, summary transcript of a recent call, and I'll put user. Here you go. Here's a transcript between our phone agent and a prospect. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at this summary of the bullet points, populate this in, go to messages, hit content. There we go. We say given the transcript, extract the information about the prospect, about why the prospect is interested in the property. So this is going to be useful. So if the real estate agent goes and looks at the document or the CRM system that we have in the Google spreadsheet, they'll be able to know, oh, okay, they're got a new job or having a family or something. Put that in there, some tokens, hit save, all of that. And now we're going to want to take this data that we have right here, and we're going to rename this one, and we're going to want to add this into a Google spreadsheet. So we'll say reason for interest. Cool. All right. Now we're going to go into Google Sheets here, and we're going to want to update a row, and we're going to be able to do that by grabbing the metadata from the webhook and kicking it across over here. So we're going to say update a row. We're going to choose the same folder that we did before. Click here, real estate, sheet name 1, and the row number. We're actually going to be able to grab that from the metadata over here. So if we scroll down, here is the metadata, and we are looking for the row number. There it is. Now the additional information that we're going to dump in here, so we have access to this row now, is if we go down here, we can put in some additional information that comes from the metadata of the conversation. So we want to know, was the call completed? Right here, here's call completed. And click the time of call so we know when it happened. Now here's when did this end. We can have the call length so we know how long the call was for. So we're going to click on call length. And over here we can then take the summary of the call for the conversation, dump in the conversation, which is the summary with the bullet points right here. We can put right here the reason the reason for interest, which I just going to put caller notes. I might want to update the name of the title of that. But we're going to go in here for reason of interest. Take that. Dump that right in there, and then demo the property, yes or no. Message, choices, content, demo property. All right, now that we have all of that, we're gonna hit save. Save right here, a little alignment. Now the next thing we're gonna do is there's a binary choice in this. They might have said, yes, I want to book a call. Great, we'll send them the link, and then we can say, hey, if they said no, we can send another email to one of our real estate agents saying, hey, this person didn't want to book a call or do a demo right now, but here's the contact information and you should be aware of this. So we can do that with a router. All a router does here is it splits it into multiple directions based on logic. So both of these are going to send emails. So we go to our email modules, email here, send an email. We can add a recipient, and the recipient is going to have their email address. Oh, there it is, the metadata. There comes the email right there. Great, there's the email. Subject, here, hi, and then we'll put their name in. Dylan, here is a link to book your walkthrough of the property. We use plain text format right now. Hi, and then we'll go back to the name. Scroll down here, find the name. Where's it at? Name. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Here is a link to book the walkthrough book a through of the property. And here we can just dump a link in. I'm just going to grab a link from my website. All right. Grab that link here, hit enter. Cool. All the best. I'm just going to put Alexa. There we go. Click OK. So now that we have that set up, we should be good to go with that going across. So the metadata is going to grab that. It's going to go to that person. All that should be solid. And then we're going to have another email here. We can send that to our real estate agent. For example, send email, add recipient. I'll put in my own email address here. Dylan@jwatkins.com. Click that and goes new prospect. And if we wanted to, we'll populate the data inside of here for our real estate agent, and we'll put their first name is interested in, and we'll go ahead and, I don't know if we grabbed that data. No, we didn't grab that property data. That's fine. Let's put this. It is interested in one of our listings. Cool. Hi. I'll say Sally. Hi, Sally. Grab this metadata here. Dylan just filled out the form on your website, marking that they are interested in the property, but didn't want to book a walkthrough. You can call them at, and then we'll put in their phone number right here. There we go. All the best, Alexa. Hi, Alexa. All right. Great. All right. So we have all that stuff in there. We've got that saved. That should be solid on that side. Now, if we go ahead and we have this saved across like this, everything should be hooked up. We can open up our real estate thing. We can see it's empty right now inside of here. But what we can do is we can run, turn this off. Have my phone on silent earlier, so I didn't hear the initial phone call. But let's go ahead and we're going to run these. So we're going to turn this one on right now. So we got this running. Now that's waiting for the data to come through. And now we're going to run this from the response that we just did earlier. So I'm going to run this, populate through. Great. And we can see that data came in here.
I'm following up on the information you submitted about the Ocean View luxury condo listing. What made you interested in that property?
Yes, I'm about to have a family, and so I wanted to move into a bigger place that was closer to the beach.
Okay, it sounds like the Ocean View luxury condo would be a great fit for your growing family. The 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom unit is just a short walk from the beach and has amazing ocean views. I'd be happy to schedule a tour with our agent Sally Smith so you can see the property in person. She has availability this week. Would you like me to send you a calendar link so you can select a time that works best for you?
Yes.
Great. Let me go ahead and send you a calendar link to schedule a tour with Sally Smith, our agent for the Ocean View luxury condo. The link will show her available appointment times, so you can just select the day and time that works best for you. I'll send that over right now. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Nope, you've been great. Thank you.
Wonderful. I'm glad I could assist you today. Have a great rest of your evening, Dylan. Goodbye.
Bye now. All right. Now, what I didn't do, I don't believe I set up the filters for the email. So when this comes through, we might end up getting 2 emails, but at least we can test it right now. That's going through. ChatGPT is analyzing that. Summary of the blueprints, or the bullet points of this. It's going across here, reason for interest, and sends me an email, and also sends me another email because we didn't put filters. All right. We can see, yes, I am interested in the property. And we can see that this is the time of the call. Duration was 1.2 minutes. Here's the back and forth with me and Alexa there. And we can see that I'm interested because I have a growing family. And I have bigger. I want to move to a bigger place that's close by the beach. Now, if we go and check these emails here, we can see we have these 2 new emails that just came in. So we go, hi, Dylan. Here's a link to book your walk through the property. And it goes, pleasure to meet you. And then here's a calendar booking. And then the new prospect right here, new prospect Dylan just filled out interest in one of our listings. Hi, Sally. Dylan just filled out one of the listings in the website, but didn't book a walkthrough. You can call them at, and then here's the phone number. So we have tested it, and we know it actually works for both of those variables. Now, the way that we'd actually make this to work so that you'd get the right ones coming through here, for this send an email for the actual property for the customer, we can go inside of here. We can label this send cal link, right? Conditions. And what we can do inside of here is we can pick the row that was demo of property through choices, finished, context, which is yes. And we can say that we want this, we can have this be equal to, but let's make it case insensitive just in case, to yes. All right, so we know that would be a yes. Now we can have this one be another filter that we can set up right here. We can say send prospect, or send agent prospect, or lead, shorter. Go here, and we can also go back down to here, and we can go to the demo property and go to choices, messages, context, equals to, and we can then pick equals to, and we can put no, but let's just do case insensitive. We'll click OK, and there we go. All right, so we now have the entire system set up from coming across over here, all the way from a Typeform being filled out to all the way across over here. Now, if you want to hook this thing up to be actually like real active in real time, the way that we do that, we'd move that over here. We'd just connect this up right now. So whenever anybody filled out a form on the website using Typeform, it'd populate through here, hit the Google Sheets, make the API request to Bland AI, then come through the system, and then go through ChatGPT, analyzing it for the reasons of interest and the demo, and also the key variables of the summary points of what's going on. That is it. That is day number 13 of the AI Agent Challenge, how you can create your own custom lead booking agent responding to your real estate listings. Thank you so much. My name is Dylan. If you enjoyed this, please consider giving us a like, follow, and maybe subscribe to it if you really enjoy these, because we've got many more of these coming. So if you're interested in getting ahead of the AI wave, this is the forefront of the technology. So thank you so much. Have a blessed and beautiful day, everybody. Much love. Take care. And I will see you in the next day of the AI Agent Challenge. Take care. Bye.